Good afternoon. My name is Perry Fry. I'm the Executive Vice President of Industry Relations, Membership and Education, and COO of the HDA Research Foundation here at the Healthcare Distribution Alliance.
And hi, I'm Lisa Canfer. I am Vice President of Membership and Development at Healthcare Distribution Alliance, HDA.
Today, we're going to spend a little bit of time introducing you to HDA and helping everyone understand how your membership unlocks access to networking opportunities, provides information on legislation and regulation related to distribution, and offers a variety of education and other resources on healthcare supply chain issues. Let's talk a little bit first about who we are. HDA is the trade organization representing primary pharmaceutical wholesalers in the healthcare supply chain. We have 35 primary distributor members, another 130 manufacturer associate members, and 70 additional service provider members that provide services and consulting and technology to the industry. Our Pharmaceutical Cargo Security Coalition provides services to all of the HDA members, as well as an additional 135 companies and 32 individuals specifically focused on industry cargo security. HDA is driven by its strategic plan. In 2020, as our new president and CEO, Chip Davis, came on board, we chose to embark on a new strategic planning effort that would redefine HDA's efforts. We call that HDA 2.0, and it's demonstrated in this template on the slide in front of you. We revised our mission and our vision with the focus around advocacy for sound public policy that supports patient access to medicines and medical products through safe, efficient, and healthcare distribution. We wanted to lead the healthcare supply chain on policy issues, business practices, and industry guidelines to inform and support member development of innovative solutions. And we also take a role in convening and partnering with public and private stakeholders to facilitate discussions on industry issues, provide education, and support the sharing of leading practices. How we go about that is through 4 strategic imperatives: sustainability and growth, advocacy, the value of distribution, and engagement. As you can see, each one of those initiatives or imperatives has a list of priorities as well as outcomes and deliverables that we work through with our board of directors on a regular basis. So how do we go about doing that? Departmentally, HDA is organized in this way. We have a government affairs and policy function, communications and marketing, industry relations, membership and education. We have a meetings and conferences function, and separately our HDA Research Foundation, as well as our Pharmaceutical Cargo and Security Coalition. We're broken down by a variety of committees and task forces, and that starts at the very top. Every HDA member, distributor member, is eligible for a seat on our board of directors, and most of them take advantage of that opportunity. 7 companies make up our executive committee. Underneath the executive committee, we have 3 additional board committees that are focused around audit, finance, and governance, diversity, equity, inclusion, as well as advocacy, policy, and value. And you'll see that those committees are tightly aligned with the 4 imperatives of our strategic plan. Within each one of those groups, and even outside, we have a variety of other committees and task forces that take on specific issues for us. Under advocacy, policy, and value, that's where we're talking about communications, our supply chain resiliency task force, federal, regulatory, and state issues, and so on. Largely in that arena is where our distributors are taking most of the focus on that task force work. DE&I, which Lisa will talk about a little bit later, we do have several advisory boards and task forces under that arena that are helping us grow our ability to work with the industry in that arena. And then through our Industry Relations Council, there are committees, task forces, and work groups that include both distributors and manufacturers that are working on very specific issues related to technology, operations, and most specifically DSCSA implementation. So what does this mean for you? This comes out, all this work that's performed through these departments and these committees kind of ends up looking to you like advocacy, networking, education, recognition, and resources that we make available to the industry. So on the advocacy side, we have a group of folks that are focused on being the industry voice for pharmaceutical distributors on Capitol Hill, in state houses, and before regulators across the country. Our members receive regular updates from staff on all of these government affairs and regulatory activities, both distributors and manufacturers, but largely it's our distributors that are engaging with our staff on committees and task forces. Our current priority issues, they shift from time to time, but clearly traceability and DSCSA implementation is a major issue, with the deadline for implementation just a little more than a year out. Emergency preparedness and supply chain resiliency have been a major focus for HDA since COVID began, and will continue to be an issue as federal and state government officials seek to make sure that preparedness is at the top of mind for everyone. Healthcare affordability, tax issues, and prescription drug abuse, and our relationship with DEA also top some of our current priority issues. Some examples of our advocacy efforts. Working closely with our communications department, we launched in 2021 our Health Delivered campaign, which highlights our industry's value through a variety of storytelling modules. Our Faces of the Supply Chain video series, for instance, features individuals from the industry talking about their role in their companies and why this is a mission-driven industry. We've also developed thought leadership events and expanded our advertising, helping policymakers and regulators understand better what it is HCA and its members do. Also, with the final DSCSA milestone upon us, HDA has stayed in front of FDA and worked closely with manufacturers and dispensers to stay informed on key compliance issues and help get us through to that important timeline. Lisa, I think I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Perry. So I'm going to talk a little bit about networking opportunities with HDA. Like many associations, HDA is most widely known for our networking opportunities. Some of this networking comes in the form of events. Held in November, we have our CEO Roundtable. It's the HDA Research Foundation's annual fundraiser that helps to support the foundation mission to increase supply chain efficiency and effectiveness, as well as enhance patient safety. It's held in conjunction with the HDA and the HDA Foundation's Board of Directors meetings, and attendees include CEOs and their senior management teams. We have the HDA Business and Leadership Conference each June. It is the health distribution industry's signature annual conference developed by and for supply chain leaders and innovators. It's exclusive to HDA member companies, and the conference brings together high-level executives, thought leaders, and managers across the healthcare supply chain to hold strategic business discussions on pressing industry issues. It offers unmatched opportunities to network with your trading partners at all levels of the industry, and it features 2.5 days of productive appointments. It will be held in 2023, June 11th through 14th in Colorado Springs. And finally, the senior executives of HDA's active distributor member companies come together at the annual board and membership meeting, or ABMM as we call it, to set the Alliance's strategic plan for the coming year and discuss developments in health policies and pharmaceutical supply chain with national experts and leaders. The event is held each fall and is limited to active distributor members and event sponsors. We also have various professional development programs that bring a lot of value to our members throughout the year. So we have our Convene professional development program that touches on a number of different issues. We provide live and virtual events with opportunities throughout the year, including webinars that highlight topics like diversity, equity and inclusion in the workplace, communication styles, mentoring. Those are often hosted free of charge to members and non-members. In person, we have career development sessions that are held conveniently during HDA member events like DMC and BLC. And we have an emerging leaders program to engage the industry's brightest and prepare them to become leaders of tomorrow. The program provides access to exclusive event discounts, expanded networking opportunities, and unique opportunities to connect with industry leaders. And as part of the mission to foster industry knowledge, the HDA Research Foundation established a scholarship. The scholarship is available to graduate level students working within HDA member, distributor, and manufacturer companies. The HDA mentoring program was established to provide relationships between all of our membership types, manufacturer, distributor, and service providers. Mentors guide mentees through specific projects or share general career advice. And we've matched over 200 HDA member participants so far within this program. The HDA Women's Executive Forum is a network of female professionals that discuss issues of common interest in the workplace, and they meet in person at the Business and Leadership Conference and through conference calls throughout the year. As part of the imperatives from HDA's strategic plan, we are continuing to work on DE&I issues. We have established teams for workforce, workplace culture, how we establish vendor and partners, and DE&I infrastructure. You'll see more information on the work streams and the work coming out of those in the coming months. In addition, we have several education opportunities throughout the year. Some of those have already been mentioned by Perry, and there are other opportunities, large and small. So some of our education events include the Distribution Management Conference. This is our largest education conference, which is held every March. It will be March 12th through the 15th in Indianapolis next year. The DMC includes over 500 manufacturer, distributor, and service provider attendees, 5 general session speakers, over 30 different breakout topics related to healthcare supply chain, and provides a forum to engage in operational and strategic discussions. It also features an exhibit floor that's focused on industry technology, logistics, and consulting services. We also have more targeted education that's presented in annual seminars. The Pharmaceutical Cargo Security Coalition, or PCSC, hosts an annual spring educational seminar which brings stakeholders from various industries together to learn about security trends and practices and examine case studies related to supply chain distribution. It's uniquely geared towards anyone with responsibilities for cargo, facility, and supply chain security. Additionally, each fall, HDA hosts the Traceability Seminar to talk about DSCSA implementation milestones, as well as innovative approaches and lessons learned as distributors, manufacturers, and dispensers implement serialization and traceability technologies to further preserve the safety and security of the healthcare supply chain. And in addition, there are webinars throughout the year. Subjects vary on the webinars, but we've offered things like combating supply chain antitrust, diversity, equity, and inclusion, traceability webinar series. So look out for more information on webinars coming up. HDA is very proud to honor companies and individuals for leadership in business practices as well. They support the distribution industry, recognizing achievement, including lifetime achievement through our awards program. Some of these opportunities for industry recognition include the Nexus Award for lifetime achievement. It's the industry's highest award Since 1956, the award has honored individuals whose career accomplishments, dedication, and service serve as a model for the healthcare distribution industry. The Diana Award is the distribution industry award for notable achievements in healthcare, and it has been among the pharmaceutical distribution's most prestigious honors. And both these Nexus and Diana Awards are presented at the Business and Leadership Conference in June. The Diana recognizes pharmaceutical and consumer product manufacturers for developing innovative new product introductions and promotions, as well as strong trading partner relationships. The DMA Award is presented at the Distribution Management Conference, and it recognizes HDA member companies' efforts to improve efficiency, effectiveness, and safety in the healthcare supply chain through successful trading partner initiatives. And the PCSC Award is presented at the PCSC seminar and provides recognition to law enforcement, regulatory personnel, or other industry professionals for their contributions to supply chain investigations, recoveries, prosecutions, or supportive initiatives. Through all of our events, we have sponsorship opportunities. HDA relies on contributions from our members to support the work that we do throughout the year. Whether you are interested in a single opportunity like an event or an industry resource or an entire year of supporting the industry, HDA has a variety of opportunities to meet your objectives and your budget. HDA sponsorship will help put your company front and center with trading partners and colleagues. HDA sponsorships fall into categories of top-to-top, education, informal networking, technology, and promotional items. Some examples of top-to-top are events that we mentioned, like the annual board and membership meeting, the CEO roundtable, and even board dinners. Education opportunities include our distribution management conference, different track sessions, webinar opportunities. We have informal networking throughout all of our events, like meals and receptions. And we have technology opportunities like apps, charging stations, even promotional items like branded gift items that go to attendees at our different conferences. Those are just some of the ways that we can help put your brand in front of the business partners and prospects that you're looking to access. I'm going to turn it over to Perry now to talk a little bit more about our resources.
Great, thanks, Lisa. We'll talk about some of the items that are available to folks in the industry and our membership. HDA and the HDA Research Foundation produce a variety of resources to help enhance the value of supply chain and increase industry knowledge. Various HDA committees and task forces revisit these guidelines on a regular basis. They focus on recalls, EDI, the new product form, barcoding, and more. All of these items are available at no cost to our members and can be found on our website. Through the foundation and HDA, we also take on cutting-edge supply chain research. Annually, we release the Fact Book, which is a benchmarking report of financial and operating data of our distribution members. We also have a cut of that Fact Book that is focused on specialty pharmaceutical distribution. We've created on an annual basis over the course of traceability our annual serialization readiness survey, which is trying to provide data back to the industry on where we stand on implementing DSCSA. And we've also converted a lot of this content into online modules that help people that are new to the industry or students in pharmacy schools or elsewhere to understand pharmaceutical distribution and how that works. Additional projects have taken on sustainability, COVID-19 response, and more. We've mentioned the Pharmaceutical Cargo Security Coalition a few times. It was founded by Chuck Forsyth, who brought PCSC here to HDA. PCSC provides access to members to a lot of supply chain security intelligence, a lot of contacts from industry, government, and other disciplines through networking opportunities and a membership directory. We provide physical and supply chain security assessments and a reference library of supply chain security publications. Most importantly, Chuck is networked specifically with the security professionals in the industry. When things go bad, he has a way of being able to connect folks with law enforcement at the right levels to ensure that there is a recovery of anything that might be stolen, or when an event happens, that type of event doesn't occur again in the future. Other resources include news from HDA. We provide a weekly digest that provides information not only on what we're doing here at HDA, but also on other major issues of the day. Adds content from our Health Delivered program and includes information about upcoming events and seminars. We also have an online membership directory for all of our members, and it's a great way to check into HDA membership and identify the exact people that you want to connect with among your peers and trading partners. There's also a way to, inside of your own personal profile inside our database, to identify interest codes to help us understand what specific issues you'd like more information about, whether it's barcoding or e-commerce or drug shortages or the like. You can help us focus the content that we deliver to you by adding to your profile these interest codes. So I think we went through a lot there, Lisa. There's a lot of information, a lot of resources, a lot of networking that's available through HDA. If they have any questions, they can feel free to reach out to you or me, except your information is the ones that's provided. So it's going to be you. We're happy that you're a part of HDA, and we look forward to working with you at our events in the future. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.